A very good morning and welcome to this edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. Bringing you the news, I am Hashini Habarana. And before we take a look at your news in detail, let's take a look at your headlines first.
News First headline.
Election Commission urges political parties and independent groups to submit names for additional members without delay. Derailment between Habarana and Hatharaskotuwa disrupts railway services. Southwest monsoon gradually establishing across Sri Lanka. Heavy rainfall expected in several provinces. In your international headlines, Russia and Ukraine to immediately start ceasefire talks, says Trump. And in your sports, race to IPL 2025 playoffs, Mumbai Indians versus Delhi Capitals for final spot. Now on to those stories in detail. The National Election Commission of Sri Lanka has called on all political parties and independent groups to immediately submit the names of additional members to be appointed from their respective additional nomination lists. Commissioner General of Elections Samanshri Ratnayaka said that it is the responsibility of all contesting political parties and independent groups to provide these names without further delay. The names must be submitted in writing to the relevant district returning officers following official procedures. These appointments pertain to local government elections, and the selection of additional members must be done in accordance with the proportional representation system based on the number of votes each party or group received. According to the Commission, the returning officers will make the appointments based on the official communicated vote counts and party entitlements under the proportional representation mechanism. Meanwhile, Commissioner General of Elections Samanshri Ratnayaka says that district returning officers possess all details on 60% of candidates who want seats in their respective local government bodies. He added that leaders of political parties and independent groups have been informed to send in the names of the remaining 40% through their nomination lists. He urges all relevant parties to follow instructions provided to them promptly. He pointed out that this procedure needs to be carried out soon, as the tenure of local government bodies will commence on the 2nd of June. In more local news, the Department of Railways says that train operations have been disrupted due to a train derailment that occurred in the area between Habarana and Hatharaskotuwa. The incident involved the overnight mail train travelling from Colombo Fort to Batticaloa, which derailed during its journey. Initial reports from the department suggest that the derailment may have been caused by a collision with a wild elephant. As of now, restoration work has not yet commenced, and the train services along the affected section remain suspended. Authorities are assessing the situation, and further updates on the resumption of services are expected once recovery efforts begin. Passengers are advised to check for schedule changes and delays. Now shifting your attention to the weather update for this morning, the Department of Meteorology has announced that the southwest monsoon is gradually establishing over Sri Lanka, bringing increased rainfall across various parts of the island. According to the department, intermittent showers or thunderstorms are expected in the western, Sabaragamuwa, northwestern, central and southern provinces in the upcoming days. Heavy rainfall of about 75 millimeters is likely in certain areas of the western and Sabaragamuwa provinces, as well as in the districts of Galle, Mathura, Putlam, Nuwara and Kandy. The Meteorology Department had advised the public to take necessary precautions to minimize risks associated with temporary strong winds and lightning, which may accompany thunderstorms. Residents in the affected areas are urged to stay alert and follow safety guidelines, as weather conditions may intensify with the further development of the monsoon system.
International news.
Taking a look at the international arena this morning, US President Donald Trump says Russia and Ukraine will immediately start negotiating towards a ceasefire and an end to the war after a 2-hour phone call with the Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin. Trump, who described the conversation as having gone very well, also said conditions for peace would need to be negotiated between the two parties. Putin said he was ready to work with Ukraine on a memorandum on a possible future peace agreement, but did not address demands from the US and European countries for an unconditional 30-day ceasefire. Trump also spoke with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who said this is a defining moment and urged the US not to distance itself from talks. While Trump has expressed positivity towards his conversation with Putin, there was no indication about when peace negotiations would take place or if Moscow is prepared to make any concessions on its demands for a ceasefire.
Sports news.
And finally, taking a look at the sports update, Lucknow Super Giants have become the 5th team eliminated from the race to the IPL 2025 playoffs after their defeat to Sunrisers Hyderabad on Monday. With Gujarat Titans, Royal Challengers Bengaluru and Punjab Kings already looking 3 spots, the final place in the playoff will go to either Mumbai Indians or Delhi Capitals. And they play each other in a crucial game on Wednesday, which will be Mumbai Indians' first match after the IPL resumed on the 17th of May. The identity of the 4th team in the playoffs could be revealed as early as the 21st of May or as late as the 26th of May. But while the race to the playoffs could come to an end this week, the race to finish in the top 2 and earn 2 shots at qualifying for the final is likely to go on until the final stages of the league phase. With that, we wrap up this edition of US 101's Visual Radio. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more of the very latest.